beautiful people. I've got a really funky whisper from the divine to share with you all. Those of you that have been following me a little while, you would have seen that we drop these whispers from the divine, and then we unravel them, we unpack them, we explore the deeper messaging within them. You might be thinking, what what the heck is a whisper from the divine? For me, these are moments in time that often within a consultation, the divine spirit bring through these powerful words, this quotation that really drives home a deeper message. And often they're really, really profound, and then we are able from that just one piece of information really unravel and unpack some really powerful deep messaging. So this is this week's, where the ordinary and the unordinary come to rest in each other's arms. Just absolutely gives me shivers, that does. Where the ordinary and the unordinary come to rest in each other's arms. Absolutely, really bloody well love that. And what does that say? What does that say to you? What does it say to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts. You know, what it says to me is, it is where quite often that contact that's made there, when we see it, we receive spirit, and it is a sense of receiving spirit. It is not like that we go to them. Where would we go? They come to us, we receive that, and that is where the unordinary, which is spirit, come, and the ordinary come to rest in each other's arms. It is that meeting place. Okay, it's that meeting place where the divine meets the everyday, where the everyday meets the other world, where the ordinary and the unordinary come to rest in each other's arms. Okay, another way of looking at it is they are the thin places, they are the liminal spaces, they are the threshold places. Something I wrote within Brigid and the Burning Oak, the thin places and times are crossroads where the seen and unseen meet and share the same ground, as if a mist draws back and reveals a threshold, a doorway into the liminal, gateways, doorways, the meeting places, such as a body of water where a field or a hedge meets the woodland. Transitional spaces, a thinning of the veils, a time where we are able to weave in and out of the worlds, to touch the edges of all things. For this path is one of blending, if that be a moment of silence beside a river, or a prayer woven in the weaver's chair, a candle lit beside the hearthside. Extracts from Brigid and the Burning Oak, written by yours truly. And for me, that is exactly what happens, you know, when we receive spirit. You know, there is this blending and there's this merging, as if you have one foot in this world, one foot in the other. And you know, when I'm out on the land and, you know, I'm weaving ceremony or ritual, or I'm listening to the land, and I have those moments, quite often they are in those threshold places. That be a crossroads. You know, you come to a trackway and you come to a crossroads, that's a liminal space, or where that hedge meets the field, or the hedge meets the woodland, or the river turns into a stream, or better still, the stream turns into a river. You know, it's a bridge, it's a in-between place, and those in-between places hold, you know, huge power, and they are a gateway and doorway into the other world. You know, that's where, you know, all the myth and legend has come about around the Fae or the Shining Ones. You know, someone falls asleep midsummer under an oak tree, and they come back and years have passed. You know, um, that's the kind of folklore and the myth and the legends that woven into those stories. You know, it's like that towering oak tree or that apple tree is a thin place. It's a liminal place. But if we kind of look at it from a really tangible perspective, on an everyday perspective, is when we sit and we receive this information. And I look at that writing, I think, wow, you know, that has been received from the other world. It's been received from that liminal place. And you know, people say, you know, how do you contact them? Well, you receive them. You know, it's having that humbleness and that humility and that, you know, deep desire to serve, and we receive them. And what a gift that is. And it's the same, you know, when we're being creative, or we are writing, or we're songwriting or storytelling, poetry, you know, all the creative arts, which I really do feel is going to absolutely freaking well explode over the coming years, especially this year. And talking to very creative people, is there is a resurgence, and I think that's a longing within the collective consciousness for things that feel really wholesome, nourishing, extraordinary, magical. There is a longing within the collective, a really ache and yearning, driven by a lot of pain, for something that is extraordinary, something that is magical, something that takes us into the other world, something that brings about joy and wonder and curiosity and aliveness and vibrancy. And I really do feel the arts are going to have a resurgence, and I've got lots, and I mean lots, to share with you over the coming weeks as we move forwards with a lot of special things that are moving through our world. So I'm going to leave that with you. That is this week's Whispers from the Divine, where the ordinary and the unordinary come to rest in each other's arms.